Okay. Just, living in the moment. Was going to start lying down. I think I'm going to shift that to standing up. But before we do that, last week and this whole week, we've been talking about the yoga concept of aparigraha, which is non-grasping. I shared last week, and I've been thinking about it all week, this idea that yoga can just be an agreeable appointment with the body, right? And so again, I just welcome you here to this moment. And this practice can be as much or as little as you need. And so I've shared many, 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 many times over the last few decades that one of my teachers always said, yoga practice can either be a life raft when we need it or a rocket ship, right? When we're ready. So we're just going to, again, let that be whatever it is. As a teacher, we hold the space, and you're an amazing community. So we give offerings, but you are doing this practice for yourself. So we give as many options as we can, and then I empower you to take the rocket ship route or take the life raft, like whatever it is you need. So we can relax our grip a little bit about what it looks like. And so our hands-on with Allard, which is lovely. You can opt in or opt out. There's no pressure. And that's one of the beautiful things about this particular space is no mirrors, right? So online friends also right? You can have your camera on, camera off, whatever you need in this moment. So thank you for being here. And okay, let's start standing up. So blocks can come to the top of the mat if you like. And blanket for later, maybe, we'll see. And Maggie, I think there's a good spot over there if you're happy. Oh, you got one. Okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't see you already had your mat up. Okay, great. So let's just start feet a little bit apart. You can gently bend your knees and just swing the arms a little. And eyes could be open or closed. There's many practices for me that help to arrive. This is definitely one of them. So just start to really get connected into your foundation, the movement through your feet and legs, and any sort of letting go through the upper body, your breath. And when you feel ready, you can let that movement just slow down. Arms can hang freely at your sides. And so in that shape, you have a couple of options. They could just be relaxed, or they can be intentionally forward, but they're both fine. So again, eyes open or closed, feel your feet. And begin to also notice your breath. Let's just move with the breath super easy. So stay grounded through your feet. Inhale, let the arms float up just to the height of the shoulders. And as you exhale, the arms float back down at your sides. And a couple of times like that at your own pace, as much engagement or as little engagement as you like, right? So the arms are mirroring the action of the rib cage. The breath expands the rib cage laterally on the inhale, and it gently closes the rib cage down and in on the exhale. So you can stay with natural breath, or you can start to add a little hug at the back of the throat for ujjayi sound. Helps us focus our attention in the present. And then next time you come to that inhale position, let's pause there, hold, breathe, start to enliven your fingers, spread them equally. And let's just turn the palms facing forward. As you inhale, add a little bit of a back bend, open the top of the chest. As you exhale, cross right over left, and you can have a little rounding in the spine, spreading of the shoulder blades if you like. Inhale as you open wide. Exhale, left over right. Give yourself a hug. Let's do one more each side. And again, as much spinal movement as you like. Breathing. And then next time when you're finished and even, come back to your T shape, pause there, breathe. Yep, that looks good. Root down into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Morning half sun salutation. Exhale, side bend to the right. For this first one, let's bring that right hand down onto the pelvis and anchor it straight down. You choose the arm position, the head position, if you rest like that. Yeah, beautiful. Inhale, come back to the center. Both arms can reach up. Exhale, side bend the other way. Same thing, you can bring that left arm down and really anchor the pelvis down into your feet. Feel your roots. Nice. Okay, good. Inhale, come back to the center, any arms you like. Exhale, pull down, one more back bend. Again, puff up the chest, firm leg. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Touch the ground, release your head. Bend your knees as much or as little as you like. Movement or stillness. Check out your feet, again, roughly parallel. So for some of us, that means the heels will need to be moved out a tiny bit more. Yep, maybe shake out the neck. Few breaths there. Okay, good. When you're ready, again, nice deep bend in the knees. Let's do our downhill ski half lift. Inhale, take your arms behind you. Imagine you're holding that beach ball back there. Exhale, touch the earth, release your head. Inhale all the way up to standing through your half lift, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart or down at your sides. Let's one more like that. We'll do one breath, one pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Keep that rooted quality in your feet. Exhale, side bend left. Arms of choice. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull down. Good. Inhale, reach again. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward. Touch the ground, release your head. Inhale, this time step back into a tabletop position. Plant your hands well, parallel your first fingers. Toes could be either curled or pointed, whatever you prefer, and enjoy a few of those cat-cows. So that same movement we just did when we hugged ourselves, right? When you round the spine, there's a little bit of spreading of the shoulder blades, lift your core. Inhale, you go the other direction. A few breaths at your own pace. Get really grounded through your first finger knuckles and weight out into your fingertips. Good. So relaxing the grip doesn't mean we're not engaged though, right? It's a dance. So we can feel like we can be really engaged in the foundation, but maybe there's some part in the body mind that's working that doesn't need to be, like a repetitive thought or tension in your jaw or whatever it is. So can we relax there? And when you're ready, come back to what feels like neutral. Stretch your legs back into your plank pose, top of a push-up. Hold and breathe. Yeah, amazing. Good. Really strong through the legs. Looks great. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Yeah, nice straight line, you guys. Tailbone to heels, low belly up and in. Lift your gaze a tiny bit forward. Yeah, that's right, Mary. Breathing there, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground this first time. Point your toes, push them down into the sand. Inhale, low cobra, lift your heart only. Exhale, lower down. Let's do a hands-free cobra. Actually, keep your feet really grounded. Inhale, now lift your hands and your torso. Yeah, good. Exhale, lower down. Hi, Dave. Inhale, reach up. Cobra, hands free. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, curl your toes back to your plank or half plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Feel free to pedal out your legs, use blocks, puppy pose, all the things you know. Breathing there. Yeah, or over there is probably good. Breathing as you go. Yeah, looks great. Inhale, shift forward to plank pose. Let's do one more like that. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground slowly with control. Point your toes, hands-free cobra. Inhale, lift your torso and hands. Good. Exhale, lower back down. Curl your toes. Inhale, plank pose. That first bit's hard, right? Exhale, downward dog. Lift your hips up and back. Feel free to pedal through front to back or side to side. Smooth breath as you go. Okay, good. And when you're ready, bend your knees, lift your gaze, step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, through half lift, all the way to standing, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart or down at your sides. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. Inhale, take your feet a little wider and come into like kind of like a semi-star shape. So we're not turning the toes out though, we're gonna keep them parallel. Yeah, and enliven your hands. Okay, good. So make sure you have enough space side to side. Everybody looks good. Okay, so we're gonna take that left leg and step it behind the right one, as much or as little as you like. And we're gonna add that side bend and we're gonna take hold of the top wrist. And when you do that, see if you can kind of anchor down your rib cage and really open across your side body. And breathe there. You choose the head position. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Yeah, good. Yeah, you feel some breathing and some stretching in that side body, right? Inhale, come back through that sort of semi-star. Exhale, step right behind left as much or as little as you like. Take hold of the top wrist. And again, you'll start to feel hopefully some length through the side body, breathing there. The front knee could be a tiny bit bent if you want. Yeah, choose the head position. Good. And when you're ready, inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, keep the wide legs. Pull down. Inhale there. Hands on your pelvis. Press. Exhale, fold forward, release your head, Uttanasana. So you'll be in a wide leg position. It's okay. You can shake out your head. You can hold opposite elbows if you like. Few breaths. Bend your knees as much as is helpful. Good. And from there, inhale, step back to your plank pose. Pause for a moment. Shift forward. This time your choice. Exhale, chaturanga or your belly. Either cobra as we did or upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. So I didn't sub in puppy pose, but you know it's there for you. So if you ever want it, please feel free to do that. Few breaths here. Okay, we're gonna work on a little upper body strength. Let's inhale, take our right leg up, three-legged dog. First one, feel free to explore, roll the hip open. You can bend the knee if you like, rotate your ankle, enjoy your breath. And from there, level your hips out in that three-legged dog. Cross your right leg behind your left one. So you're in like, again, still a three-legged dog, but with crossed legs. You can have your knees as bent or as straight as you like. Enjoy your breath. Inhale, shift forward to your plank pose. Pause there, hold, breathe. So as you hug the feet and legs in that cross position, try to widen across your sacrum. Tone your low belly a lot. Shift forward, exhale, lower all the way to the ground as we've been doing. Point your toes. If it feels okay, keep the cross. So with the legs crossed, try to broaden across the sacrum. Hands at your side chest. Inhale, hands free, cross leg cobra. Exhale as you lower. Two more like that. Inhale. If it doesn't work for your low back, don't do it. And I would say stay pretty low without your hands. Inhale one more time and hold. Breathe. So see if you can use that other foot to help keep the first foot down on the ground, right? Breathing as you go. That looks nice. Where can you relax the grip? Exhale, lower to the ground. Uncross your feet. Inhale, plank or half plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Movement or stillness. Puppy pose if you prefer. Smooth breath there. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. Great. Enjoy your breath. Good. And when you're ready, let's do the other side. Inhale, take that left leg up behind, three-legged dog. Exhale, you can actually, let's open it up first. Roll the hip open, bend the knee, any circles you like. Enjoy your breath. Okay, good. And then from there, lower that leg, cross it behind your other one in your down dog. Legs can be bent or straight. Left is behind the right. Again, just feel that broadening through your hips. Keep that connection. Inhale, shift forward to your cross leg plank. Yeah, so strong, you guys. Really nice. Always okay to lower the knees if you prefer. Keep the hips as high as your shoulders. Shift forward a little bit. Exhale, lower with your legs crossed if it's okay. Point your toes. Nice. So as you hug your feet together, broaden it across the sacrum. Inhale, hands-free cobra with crossed legs, or if it doesn't work, uncross. Exhale as you lower. Good. Tailbone to heels. Inhale, hands-free cobra. Good. Exhale as you lower. Keep the feet grounded. Last one. Inhale. And breathe. Hold and breathe. Where can you relax? Awesome. Exhale, lower to the ground. You can uncross your legs. Inhale, plank or half plank. Exhale, your choice, puppy or downward dog. Movement or stillness. Enjoy your breath. Smooth it out. Hi. Take your time. When you're ready, bend your knees, lift your gaze, step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale through your half lift all the way to standing. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart or down at your sides. Let's play with a little bit of balance. So you can kind of imagine you're ice skating or something. I don't know what it's like, but so we're going to go back to that wide leg position with our star. Breathe there. You can stagger or coordinate with your neighbors. So we're going to try one breath, one pose if we can. So this will be the inhale. As you exhale, take that left one behind, come to your side bend. Inhale back to the center. Feel your feet. Exhale the other way. And do one more each side on your own. Feel your feet. Yeah. Enjoy the side bends. Come back through the center. Wobbles are fine, right? Exhale. Good. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale again, pull down. This time you have two choices. You can bring your fists on your sacrum, keep breathing, or interlace your hands. Few breaths. So that action is broad across the sacrum and down. So you feel a tone and lift in your lower abdomen. Nice. Puff up the chest, more chest. Yeah. And then exhale, hinge at your hips. Uttanasana with an optional shoulder stretch. If that's too much too soon, release your arms. If you're okay, you can again move or be still. Breathing. Yeah, exactly. Lengthen the sides of the neck. Few deep breaths. Okay, good. Release your arms. Inhale, step back. Your choice of transition, right? You can have a flow. You can do a cat-cow. We're going to meet up at the back of the mat in a moment in either puppy pose or downward facing dog. Enjoy your breath. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Okay, friends, we're going to try one more thing that's a little harder. We'll see how we go. Inhale, take your right leg up behind, three-legged dog. Exhale, stay in dog, but cross right behind left. Inhale, shift forward to your plank pose. Pause and hold, breathe. Okay, so again, don't be shy. It's okay to hold in your cross leg plank, right? Or if you want, we're going to try just one chaturanga push-up. You got it, right? So hug your legs a lot. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale back up. There's laughter in the studio, Dave. Exhale, downward dog. Let's try one more. You got it. Inhale, shift forward plank. Super strong legs. Exhale, lower half to a third. You got it. Inhale back up. Nice, Jason. Exhale. Hips up and back. And again, release your legs. Woo! Breathing as you go. Okay, there is another side though, friends. Sorry. So when you're ready, inhale, take your left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, stay in dog, cross left behind right. Hug in. Inhale, shift forward plank. Again, remember that's option. You can lower your knees, no big deal. If we want, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale back to plank. Exhale, cross leg downward dog. One last time. Inhale, shift forward plank. Option to hold. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale back to plank. Exhale, cross leg down dog. Let's give our arms a break. Lower your knees. Stretch your elbows forward. Give yourself a pat on the back if you want. Palms either together or you can give yourself a little trapezius massage. Smooth breath. Yeah, you're doing amazing. Few breaths there. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Okay, good. And when you're ready, you can release your elbows. Come back to your tabletop, lift your hips, step your feet forward. Let's stretch out the wrists a little bit. So you can go as narrow or as wide as you want. Bring your hands underneath your feet, toes to the wrist creases. And again, where can you relax the grip a little bit? Maybe it's in the head. Maybe it's allowing a more generous bend or a deep straightening of the legs. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Yeah, nice, Maggie. Good. And when you're ready, release your hands. Let's do a slow roll up to standing this time. Take your time. Put the shoulders up and back, slightly down. Let's just do one last time like that. We'll just do one time each side. So again, you can go to that wider stance if it's helpful. Inhale, come to your star. Exhale, side bend right. Option for that cross legs. Inhale, center. Exhale, option for the cross legs. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, pull down. Again, take a few breaths. Continue your journey. Opposite interlace of the hands or fists on the sacrum. Puff up. So think as much about up as back. Like there's a magnet at the top of the chest. Good. And then when you feel ready, bend your knees, come through neutral. Exhale, Uttanasana again. We could add a little twist here. Again, legs bent or straight. Bring your right ribs on the inside of the right thigh. You could roll that left shoulder open. Come back to the center. Same thing, other side. Good. Come back through center. And release your hands. Transition of choice. Inhale, step back. You can cat-cow or vinyasa. We'll meet up again in a moment in either down dog or puppy pose. Smooth breathing. Yeah. Good. Broad collarbones. Good. And we'll meet up. Okay, great. Nice. Let's put that together a little bit. Inhale, take that right leg up behind, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it, but stay in dog. Inhale, shift forward to your plank. Option to hold. We'll just do one this time, you guys. Exhale, lower, chaturanga or hold. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, back to your cross-legged dog. Inhale, take that right leg up. This time, exhale, step it to the outside of the right hand. You have the choice, toes forward or 45 degrees, but try to keep your big toe mound grounded. So blocks are there as well. Just take an inhale, get really long. Exhale, bring that right hand on your right knee, and then twist towards the canyon side, towards the right knee. Option to hold there, or hand on pelvis, or hand to sky. Few breaths. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Yeah, any other variation of that pose, let the left shoulder blade hug down and in a little bit. Nice broad chest. Breathe into that space. Yeah, good. Exhale, untwist. Inhale, step back. Your choice now, with or without a cross, right? So exhale, lower if you like. You could go back to cross legs again. Inhale, either locust or cobra, any back bends. And we'll meet up again, uncross, down dog or puppy pose. Smooth breath. Ah, great. Okay, good. And when you're ready, let's uncross the legs. Inhale, take the left one up, three-legged dog. This time, cross left behind right. Stay in your dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Total okay to hold there. Option, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back to plank. Nice. Exhale, back to your cross-legged dog. Inhale, left leg up behind. Exhale, step it to the outside of your left hand. Toes either forward or 45, big toe mound grounded. In that position, again, blocks are there if you like them. Left hand onto your knee and twist left. Option to hold there or hand on pelvis, kind of feel what it's doing, or to the sky, breathing. Yeah, draw that right shoulder back as well. Smooth breath. Yeah, any variation with the top arm or the back knee. One more big breath. And exhale, untwist. So your choice also in the vinyasa, right? You could step back, you could cross left over right if you're liking it. If not, no worries. You could lower to the ground or chaturanga. If the legs are crossed, I suggest locust instead of a big up dog. And then uncross for either a down dog or a puppy pose. Enjoy your breath. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Yeah, nice. Okay, good. Take your time, uncross your legs, step or hop to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Let's take the feet in a closer position so they can either be hip distance apart, hip distance apart, or all the way together. And then let's sit back down into our downhill skiing position. So booty back, arms behind. And then that broad collarbone. See if we can find the position for our head and also our ribs. So we're going to use that power, right? That downward power from our pelvis to our feet. And as you inhale, stand up, reach up, lift your right heel only. So you're on your right big toe, just for the first one. Exhale, sit it back, downhill skiing. Good. Inhale, stand up, reach up, lift your left heel, just your left big toe. So that's there for you if you prefer. Let's do one more. Shift it back. Inhale, this time you can either lift your right heel or your whole right leg as high or as low as you like. And exhale, sit it back down. One more time. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Nice. Exhale, lower it down. Okay, we have a variation. So we're going to lift that right leg. We're going to hold it, either heel or leg. Option now to cross it on top of or to the outside of your left one. So you can have your big toe down. You can have it side by side. You can have it bound. So some friends might stay here with cactus arms. When our right leg's on top, we can also sweep the arms into Garuda with the left arm on top. And breathe there. Yeah, really nice. Feel like you're going down through the pelvis into the feet, and the elbows are light and rising like the heart. Yeah, nice focus. And when you're ready, let's release that. So keep the arms, actually, my bad. Keep your arms if you can. Take a wide stance instead, and then come back to your wide leg forward fold. And that might feel really nice. If that's not so great on your shoulders, you can hug your arms or you can hug your elbows. Yeah, good. Movement or stillness, exactly. Release the head. You might, if your arms are crossed, you kind of have a head rest, right, for your forearm, for your head. Okay, good. And then release your arms once more. Get your feet a little closer, your choice. Hip distance apart or touching. Start to ground down into those roots and come back to your downhill skiing. We'll start with the left. We'll only do one on each side before we hold. So again, just get everything sort of sorted, really strong through your hips. Inhale, lift your left heel or your left knee. Stand up, reach up. Exhale as you sit back. Good. Inhale, lift your right knee or heel. Great. Exhale, sit back down. Final time. Inhale, lift your left heel or leg. Pause there, hold, breathe. Option to cross it. So it's going way over there. You could use your big toe. You can go side by side. You can bind it. We can come to cactus arms first if that feels good. Or when left's on top, right arm is on top. Breathing wherever you are. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Knees go down, heart and elbows go up. Fantastic. Keep the arms, whether they're hugged or crossed or whatever. Step your legs wide, about as wide as your mat and parallel. Exhale, forward fold. Again, with a bent or straight leg, release your head. Smooth out your breath. Yeah, if that shoulder position doesn't work, hold opposite elbows. That's great too. Breathing as you are. Okay, really nice. And release your hands to the ground. So we're in a wide leg stance. If you want to use blocks, you can use them at any time for transitions, right? We're going to keep that right leg where it is. I'll turn this way. Right leg where it is. And we're going to step our left leg back to our low lunge. If you wanted the blocks, they're there for you on either side of that foot. For this one, we're going to see if it might be possible to come up high enough to kind of get stable. You could also do hands to knees to spin that back left heel down while you're kind of in this half lift position. I want to give you permission to widen your right foot a little to the right if that feels more stable. So option one, hands on blocks. Option two, hands on front knee. Or we can start to peel ourselves up into our Virabhadrasana 1 with cactus arms if that feels good. Yeah, okay, great. Breathing here. So we can do a same pulse as we've been doing. So come back to your half lift with your downhill ski arms. And then inhale, sweep it up, reach up. Exhale, sweep it back. Good. Inhale, sweep it up. Nice. Keep that front knee tracking towards me. Exhale, sweep it back. So next time we come to that position, we have a choice, right? We could hold there or bring our hand somewhere. Or for those of us that want more of a challenge, we can lower down on the inside of that right leg for a humble warrior. A few of us might want to add the shoulder stretch back into the pose. Breathing wherever you are. Shift a little more weight back if it's okay. I mean, you can go knees beyond toes, it's okay, but just see if you can keep the heel relatively grounded, breathing as you go. Okay, great. And then lower your hands down on the inside of that right leg. Step back, your choice of transition again. So a vinyasa, a hold, or a rest. Yeah, take your time. Good, enjoy your breathing. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Okay, good. In your own time, let's start from where we did last time. So you can step or hop your feet to the outside of your hands at the top of the mat. Super wide, but just a little bit of space. Get really grounded. Hands can be on the blocks or the floor, and then step that right leg back. It just can be a little more intentional sometimes. Hand could be on the knee or the block. Spin your back right heel down if that's available. Option for a little wider stance. Inhale, you can hold or come on up. Breathing there. Yeah, nice job. Yeah, keep pressing that front knee forward and you're ready. Exactly. You can sweep it back, engage the upper back. Inhale when you come up. Couple like that at your own pace. Yeah. And the next one, you come to that forward position, you could hold there or hands on knee, or if you like, bowing down on the inside, you add that little bit of rounding. Option for hands to floor or opposite interlace. Enjoy your breath. Knee moving towards the middle toes. And release your hands onto the floor. Optional flow of choice, your choice of transition. Few breaths wherever you are. Good. Your own time. Again, no rush at all. You can step or hop to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Ground down your feet apart or together. Slow roll up to standing. Take your time. Pull the shoulders up and back. And hold for a moment with your breath. Just do one final standing balancing pose. So you always can grab a post if you want. Let's keep the right leg super grounded and lift your left heel. We're just going to go to good old-fashioned tree, but we're going to add the option for that side bend we've been working on. So you can take the left heel up. You can move your foot into a hands-free tree or use the hand to place it high on the upper inner leg. Okay, good. And then hug midline. We've kind of been hugging midline when our legs were crossed, right? So you can take any arm position you like. That star shape, or if you could add a side bend for more challenge towards the lifted knee. So the hip will go a tiny bit out. We'll get that same lateral bend. Option to take hold of the top wrist if you want. It's been windy, right? So we're just growing our roots. And come on back to the center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart or down at your sides. To your feet. Really go down from the pelvis into that left foot. You can lift your right heel, fix your gaze. Any variation of tree with or without your hands. You can come to your star shape or another arm position. If you'd like, we can add that side bend. Option to take hold of the top wrist if it feels good. Breathing wherever you are. Come on back through the center, your feet. Just take a nice, easy neck stretch. So you can bring your fists onto your hips apart together with your legs. Option 1 is there. Option 2, you could interlace one more time. Bring the hands over to the right hip. And then you could bring your right ear over to the right as well. You could lift or lower your chin. Maybe a nice big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And come on back to the center, either with your fists or your joined hands. If they're joined, just do the opposite interlace. Take them over to the left. Again, you can do that with fists too. And option to bring that left ear towards the left shoulder. And lift or lower the chin. And then release, come on back to the center. Just like we started. Inhale, sweep the arms up. One side bend, exhale with or without the cross, your choice. Side bend right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, pull down, puff up your chest. Exhale, just dive into the pool, fold forward, release your head. Smooth. Let's make our way into a tabletop position. If you want to do this on forearms, you can do that. It's really nice if then you have blocks as well, actually. That just makes it easier, right? Like you can do forearms on blocks or in tabletop. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit of hip mobility. You're going to keep the pointer fingers parallel, shins can be together. Allard will recognize this one from Friday night. As you inhale, we're going to take that right leg straight behind like you're stepping on the ceiling. As you exhale, you're going to take it out to the side and back together. So you can make it a little more fluid. Inhale back and out, and exhale down and together. There's a couple like that with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Nice. And exhale, release, and go ahead and sit back for a moment, either child's pose or puppy pose. You can do that again on your elbows or your palms. And then let's do the other side. Again, on hands or forearms. Get nice and stable. Inhale, take that left leg up behind, to the side, and exhale down and together. Inhale it back. Step on the ceiling, to the side, right angle, and together. Couple more at your own pace. I know I tend to drop the head, so keeping your ears as best you can in line with your shoulders and your ribs and your hips. Breathing there. Okay, good. And then release, and you can again sit back and rest. Your choice. If you want an active puppy, go for it, right? Or forearms down, or a shoulder stretch of any kind with the elbows on the floor. Breathe. Okay, good. All right, friends, it's going to be time for our sassy cat. It's been a month or two, right? It's time, right? You remember the sassy cat? Okay. So with blocks, it makes it way easier because it gives you more space. And without the blocks, more challenging. So we're going to start at the back of the mat. Similar that we just did. As you inhale, you're going to take that right knee. It kind of goes back, out, and now it's going to go all the way in front and cross over. Yep. Out, around, and cross over. Out, around, and cross over. You can do it all the way to the top of the mat. Go slow, breathing. Yeah, good. And when you get to the top, then you go backwards. I know. It's so good. can't be too serious, right? Like breathing, it forces us to relax our grip because you're like, gosh, I feel like a total dork. I mean, breathing as you go. Okay, so the next time we get that right leg behind the left one, point the toes out towards the outer edges of the mat, and then walk your hands forward to the front of the mat. I'll just use the rug to kind of demonstrate. You can either use the rug if that, or the mat if that works. So you're in a cross leg puppy pose. Breathing. See if you can still broaden across the sacrum and lengthen your torso on all sides. If you want the chill version, you could lower your forearms, right? And breathe there. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Yeah, okay, good. And then walk your hands back in. You have to do one more round and then the other side. So again, a few to the front, right? Just cross it over, take your time, breathe as you go. And then back the other way. Breathing. Sorry, solvers. I don't do this every class, I promise. So when you're ready, you're going to keep the left one. When the left one gets behind or on top, point your toes out to the side. Walk your hands forward, ears between biceps. Enjoy your breath. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Yeah, broad across the hips and the low back. And when you're ready, come on forward. And let's swing the legs around to the front. We're going to do Ardha Matsyendrasana. I just want to kind of set it up. And I know a lot of you don't need props, but you might want them. So you can either use a blanket. And if you're going to use a blanket, I would suggest you double fold it so it's a little higher. Or if you want more height, a block is awesome too. So I'm going to just, in the interest of time, demonstrate with a block. So we're going to go ahead and sit however we want. Tuck your right leg in front. And then the left one, I'm mirroring you. I know it's confusing if you're in the front. So right leg's going to come off to the side and left one's going to go to the ceiling. Okay. And so whatever position you're in, both sides of the pelvis are grounded, right? So now if you want to make it more challenging, you tuck this leg in more towards the midline, which we've been doing, right? Same as we just did. And then we can cross that other leg on top. But then when I do that, I notice my left hip gets light, right? So can you get it reorganized, whatever prop situation that both sides of the pelvis are anchored? Okay, that looks good. So either here or here. Great. You can take your arms back to your cactus. And then feel that sort of, we've been doing that hugging in. And so I feel like when we can kind of hug our legs in, we can get the pelvis more grounded. And then maybe we can relax the grip in the upper body a little bit. And let's twist towards the front door or towards the left, breathing there. You can use your feet and legs again to kind of get things organized. And then you can either take your hand or your elbow to the outside of that leg and the back hand behind you on your pelvis or the floor. And you can choose a position for your head that feels best for you. Enjoying your breath. Yeah, any arm position that works. Hips are kind of that same down and in feeling. Connect into your breath. And when you feel ready, come on back through the center. Untwist. If you're on something, just, manage that. You can uncross your legs. And let's do the other side. So we could do a fancy transition, but I think right now, like, you just stay grounded. So take your feet, other side. Again, start wide if that's easier. And then if it's available, you can cross it more with the legs on top. Yeah, exactly. So go down through the knees. If the right hip is light, see if you can ground down there. Good. And then hands either to knees. Soften. We can take the arms back to our cactus. Hug in with the legs a little bit. And then when we twist, the tendency is going to pull up with the front body, but can we kind of let the rib cage rotate a little more, sort of just right parallel to the floor? And again, hug or elbow, backhand, sacrum or floor, and breathing there. Yeah, any arm variation you like. Nice job with the head, you guys. Chin feels like it's parallel to the earth. Deep breath. And when you're ready, come on back to the center, untwist. Good, you can uncross your legs, come off your props. And let's just do a few windshield wipers there. So hands can go behind, just a few side to side. Okay, we're gonna do one more sort of lateral bend. We're gonna go nice and slowly. Just wanna take a break first. So this one might be easier on the blanket because it's just softer, or the floor, your choice. So if you're using the blanket, it can go this way. And if you want more height, you're gonna double fold it, right? So in that position, I do it at kind of an angle, and I'll show you what's coming. We're gonna do Janu Shirshasana. We're gonna have a block as well. So in that position, we can take, again, the left leg in, right leg out, and pause there, hold, breathe. Okay, good. So how far you go out is really up to you. I'd say like 45-degree angle. And then let's bend that knee for just a moment and point those toes towards the ceiling. And same thing, if it helps, you can kind of lean forward, get both sides of the pelvis equally grounded. Okay, good. That looks great. And then if there's availability, bless you, you could straighten that leg, but you don't have to. But see if you can engage the quads and knee to the ceiling. Awesome. Let's add the twist first again. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, twist towards the front door first. And again, right hand to left leg, other hand behind you. Few breaths there. Let it be as much about going down as up, and as much about the back as the front. So now we're going to add that little side bend. So start to lean to the right, lean to the right. You have a block if you want. You could place it under your forearm. You can place your forearm on your leg. And this top arm, whatever it wants to do is okay by me. Breathing there, but see if we can keep the left side of the pelvis on the ground. Yeah. And remember the side bends in the beginning, you can choose the head position, right? Either down or forward or up on the inside of the arm. Yeah, nice, good. Check in with your breath. Awesome. Use your legs. Inhale, come on up. Exhale and release. Okay, you can stretch your left one out to the side, like 45. Go ahead and start with it bent. Right one comes in, tuck it in any amount. And then notice if that foot's turning out, right? That's what, or in, whatever it does. And then see if we can kind of, again, engage knees and toes to the sky. Option for that leg to be straight. Yeah, what's happening with the left side of the pelvis? Can we kind of anchor that down and in? And then twisting towards the canyon. Hand can be on knee, wherever you like it to be, on your leg. Yeah, looks really good. Enjoy your breath. Good. And now start to side bend away from that. Forearm can come to your thigh, your block. Top arm as you wish. To the side might feel nice. You can take it all the way across if that feels good. Choose the head position that feels best. Yeah, good job with that left leg. Nice and active, quads engaged. Breathing into your right side body. Beautiful. And then use your legs. Inhale, come on up. Let's come into Baddha Konasana. You can bring the soles of the feet in front. But let's start with our back bend variation. If you get any knee discomfort, you could use blocks underneath your knees, right? That's always a possibility. So for the first part, let's see if we can press the feet, big toe, inner heel, all 10 toes together. Bring your hands behind you. If you're using the blanket, you just have to move it out of the way and come into a little bit of a back bend. And when you do that, press your feet together so your knees feel like they start to go out and down. Okay, good. So if that feels like where you want to be, please feel free to stay in that variation. If you'd like, you can start to hinge forward, hands on floor, or also hands on blocks is an option. And bow forward in your Baddha Konasana variation. There's lots of choices here too, you guys. You can keep your feet in really tight, but you can go more towards a diamond shape as well. So again, let yourself have a little freedom of choice around that. Again, yeah, arms you like. Staying really grounded down through the tailbone, like as much as you can, that feeling of like really staying heavy down through the sits bones. And then when you're ready, inhale, come back to whatever is neutral. And we're at that time, freedom of choice poses. So we did some forward folding, some twisting, some hips. So maybe a bridge pose would feel nice, right? But I want to give you that freedom. So you have a couple minutes, 2 minutes before Shavasana. So you could stay seated if you want, because we're here. You can come down onto your back. You could do any variation of a bridge. That might be kind of gently going in the opposite direction. You could do that with or without support. And you have about, again, 10 breaths or so. Nice, slow, steady breaths. You could do an upside down pose. You can have an extra long Shavasana, whatever you like. Yeah, good. And if you're in a central pose, you could add a variation. If you're on a one-sided pose, you could do the other side. And then when you feel ready in the next minute or so, even with the heat on, we know it gets chilly during Shavasana, right? Your body cools down. So in that position, you have a blanket. If you'd like, you can open it up and place it on top of you. If you want to open it all the way, it also can just be really nice, like as it comes out of the stack, just from like your shoulders to your hips. I feel like that's really kind of nice. It's weighted and it's a little warm. Any other prop options that you like? Online friends too, if you want to take a legs up the wall or something, that's always open in the studio as well. You can grab a wall. Here's that real opportunity to relax our grip. And for some of us, it's easier here, and some of us, it's harder, right? And every day is different. So again, we can even relax our grip around being relaxed. And just as much as we can, cultivate that sense of loving, allowing in this moment just for a couple of minutes. Your own time, please feel free to enjoy any movement or deeper breath. And you can gently start to roll to one side if that feels nice. Pause there for a moment in that transition just to bring it a little more consciousness. And making your way to a comfortable seat. Cross legs, or if you want to do something different on your shins is nice too. Any variation. Continuing with our opportunity to chant if desired, not required, also okay to listen. Same one we've been doing, at least for January. Meaning is timeless. May all beings be safe and experience peace and freedom from suffering. And we can just do one word at a time, call and response, followed by an Om, all optional. Loka samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Inhaling together. Ooh. Namaste. Hey, thank you. Take your time. All right, no rush.